The name Dalai Lama means wisdom of the ocean. The Dalai Lama is the highest temporal and spiritual authority in Tibet. The Dalai Lama, who is now 87 years old and whose real name is Tenzin Gyatso, was born in 1935 in a modest family of the high plains of Tibet. In this video, I invite you to discover the most beautiful quotes of the Dalai Lama. Hello, my name is Richard and you are on my channel, Best Quotes. I encourage you to leave us your comments, and especially to subscribe, to be kept informed of the publication of new videos full of wisdom. The discovery of the new incarnation of the Dalai Lama is fascinating. In Tibet, we speak of Pawa. The knowledge and personality of a person are not erased, even if the physical body dies. Tibetan Buddhists consider that the spirit of the Dalai Lama is transmitted to another person. This is really exciting, because it means that the next Dalai Lama is not designated by his or her genetic lineage, like a king or queen, nor is he or she elected like politicians. As soon as a Dalai Lama passes away, the Tibetan monks begin to search for the child who has acquired consciousness, but this task can take a long time. This child can be discovered in different ways. It is traditional for monks to go and meditate by the Lama Lotso, a large lake in Tibet. If the deceased Dalai Lama was cremated, Tibetan monks will observe the path of the smoke to find out where his reincarnation is. Monks can also have dreams that will help them to know who will be the reincarnation of the Dalai Lama. Generally, the child they consider to be the next Dalai Lama will be endowed with remarkable intellectual and spiritual abilities, out of all proportion to his age. Once this child is found, he or she is subjected to multiple tests, so that the monks are convinced that this is the right person. Most of these tests are kept secret. However, one of them is to present the child with a series of objects and ask him or her to find the one that belongs to the previous Dalai Lama. Once identified, the child is given extensive religious training and instruction to enable him or her to find what was known in the previous incarnation. I now invite you to discover the best quotes of the Dalai Lama. The fire of hatred can only be extinguished by love, and if the fire of hatred is not extinguished, it is because love is not yet strong enough. Remember that the best relationship is the one in which the love that each one has for the other exceeds the need that you have for the other. The ability to put yourself in the shoes of others and think about how you would act in their place is very useful if you want to learn to love someone. Everyone is the master of his or her own destiny. It is up to us to create the causes of happiness. When our intentions are selfish, the fact that our actions may seem good does not guarantee that they are positive or ethical. Our enemy is within us. Conflicting emotions, pride, anger, jealousy, are our real enemies. We cannot overcome anger and hatred simply by suppressing them. We need to actively cultivate the antidotes, patience and tolerance. Before we can care for others, we must first be able to love ourselves. Self-love is not based on a sense of personal debt to ourselves, but simply on the fact that, by nature, we all aspire to be happy and free from pain. Only when we accept this benevolence towards ourselves can we extend it to everyone else. To enjoy a happy and fulfilled life, the key is the state of mind. This is the most important thing. In our daily lives, tolerance and patience have great advantages. They allow us to sustain and maintain our presence of mind. The more honest and open you are, the less fear you will have. There is no need to worry about being exposed or revealed to others. The more honest you are, the more confident you will be. To consider yourself superior to others is to be your own worst enemy and to go straight to ruin. The evil, fear and suffering in this world have the same origin, attachment to the I. With the realization of one's potential and the confidence in one's abilities, one can build a better world. The need for love is the foundation of the interdependence that binds us to each other. No matter how gifted and skilled a given individual is, he or she cannot survive alone. Inner peace can only be destroyed by inner enemies, such as hate, while outer enemies remain powerless. By overcoming your own problems and caring for others, you gain inner strength, self-confidence, courage, and a greater sense of calm. If you want to know someone, don't listen to what he says, but watch what he does. Man's greatest enemy is the foolish love he has for himself. It is this love that separates him from others. All religions have their own beauty, and we must be respectful of them. Look at situations from all angles, and you will become more open. When you talk, you are only repeating what you already know, while when you listen, you can learn something new. As long as you think that everything is the fault of others, you suffer. When you realize that everything originates within you, you can move towards peace and joy. To overcome laziness, there are 4 antidotes: faith, intention, effort, and flexibility. Change takes time, patience, and perseverance. It is a real learning process. The current 14th Dalai Lama tells in his memoirs that he remembers recognizing one of the monks of the research team when he was only 4 years old. To avoid any possibility of fraud, the members of the search team did not reveal their identity to the villagers. The Dalai Lama recalls that as a boy he asked for the beads of the rosary that the monk had around his neck. These beads had belonged to the 13th Dalai Lama. After this discovery, the research team came back to subject the young boy to other objects of the previous Dalai Lama. He was able to correctly name all the objects, including a drum used for rituals and a walking stick. Thank you for watching our video on the best Pythagoras quotes. I invite you to subscribe to be notified when our next videos are released. In the meantime, I suggest you click here to discover new quotes, inspiring and full of wisdom.